Taste the freshness. Varila sauces, the choice of eatery. Time and temperature from Commerce Bank.
Jeopardy, sponsored locally by Saab.
This is Jeopardy! Introducing today's contestants. A real estate manager and actor from Hoboken, New Jersey, Robert Quinn. A reporter from Lebanon, New Hampshire, Kate Duffy. And a returning champion, a software engineer from Salt Lake City, Utah, Ken Jennings, whose 44-day cash winnings total $1,477,461. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. All right, here we go. Half hour of answers and questions. Robert and Kate, the newcomers, welcome aboard. Ken, good to see you again. Let's go to work. We have the one daily double only in this round of play, and here are the categories. We start you off today with New York City. We follow that with seconds, oh, for Pete's sake, a proverbial mess, opera, and finally the Tales of Hoffmann. Ken.
Let's go to For Pete's Sake for 200.
He was the son of Tsar Alexis by his second wife, Natalia. Ken.
Who's Peter the Great?
Correct.
Pete's Sake 400.
This man was the drummer for the Beatles before Ringo joined in 1962. Ken again.
Who's Pete Best?
Right.
Pete's Sake 600.
Gray Davis succeeded him as governor of California. Ken.
Who's Pete Wilson?
Right.
Pete's for 800.
In 2000, he won the Wimbledon men's singles, his 13th Grand Slam title. Ken.
Who's Pete Sampras?
Correct.
Pete's Sake for 1,000.
Dutch colonial governor of New Amsterdam, who bought it from the Indians. Kate.
Who is Peter Minuet?
Good.
Let's do seconds for 200, please.
Baltic Avenue is the second property after Go in this game. Ken.
What's Monopoly?
You got it.
Seconds for 400.
It's the second of the Harry Potter books. Ken.
What is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
That's it.
Seconds for 600.
On December 12th, 1787, this Keystone State became the second U.S. state to ratify the Constitution. Ken.
What's Pennsylvania?
Right.
Seconds for 800.
No graven images is number 2 on this ancient list. Ken.
What are the 10 Commandments?
Right.
Seconds for 1,000.
It's the second chemical element listed on the periodic table. Ken.
What is helium?
Helium, that's it, and that takes you to $5,000. That's a $4,000 lead over Kate. We're going to take a break. We'll come back to chat with the players after this.
I thought you said school's out forever.
No. The song goes, school's out for summer. Nice try, though.
School's in. Get what you need at Staples. Everything's all here and ready to go, even if your kids aren't.
Isn't this fun?
Staples. That was easy.
The last of the 04s are moving out, one by one. It's Chevy's model year-end event. This could be your last chance to take advantage of offers like these. Get a $5,500 total value on the 5-passenger Trailblazer or a $6,000 total value on the 7-passenger Trailblazer EXT with GMAC financing. Hurry while the 04 selection lasts. So get here soon. In fact, right now would be good. See your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, New York. How are you feeling now? About him. We're now giving over 1 million New Yorkers access to quality health care. We're teaming up with top area hospitals, giving you more provider choices than ever. And we're helping more New Yorkers afford health insurance with a range of new plans. Yeah, New Yorkers are feeling better every day. About him.
Monday nights just got hot again. Monday Night Football returns to ABC. Join us each week for the hottest matchups of the season. Brought to you locally by Bank of America.
From the depths of your darkest desires arises the Broadway experience of your wildest dreams. Let your imagination take flight. Dracula. Succumb to the temptation on Broadway tonight.
Eyewitness News this morning.
Yeah.
Ready when you are. tomorrow morning.
Robert Quinn is from Hoboken, New Jersey, and visited Paris at one time.
Yes.
And received a special compliment from the chef.
Very high compliment. It was my last night in Paris. I was eating at a train station across from Gare du Nord, ready to leave. Had rabbit stew for the first time, and it was really delicious. So I took my last piece of bread and mopped the plate clean, at which point the chef and the head waiter both walked over with pots and gave me a second portion for free and said, "It's a pleasure to watch someone who knows how to eat."
And to watch somebody who really enjoys our cooking.
Absolutely.
That's special, too. Good to have you here. Kate Duffy from Lebanon, New Hampshire, was dating a guy who left her to go to a Siberian prison.
Yes.
This guy is not well.
Well, I like to think it's not as bad as it sounds. He was a doctor who specialized in tuberculosis, so he was going there to treat patients, not by exile. So I guess I had to believe him. If anyone else had told me that, I don't know if I would have been so forgiving.
How long was he gone?
I never heard from him again, actually, so as far as I know, he's still there.
Okay. All right, enough said. Ken Jennings is our champion, has won close to $1.5 million. We know how bright you are. But in your circle, who is the brightest person you know?
The brightest person I know. I guess I'm going to get a lot of people in trouble by answering this question. Maybe my dad. He's a pretty smart guy.
What does he do?
He's a lawyer. I think I got some good genes from him, maybe.
All right, lawyers, people ask me quite often who make the best players on Jeopardy, and I include lawyers in the list because they get a good education, they're used to thinking on their feet, and they're used to dealing in competitive situations.
And
so if you got those three from your dad...
They're good at separating other people from their money, too, and that can't hurt.
Is that what you're here to do? Separate us from our money? Well, you've been doing a pretty good job of it so far. Keep it going. Make a selection.
Let's start opera for 200, please, Alex.
Answer. The title role in Boris Godunov is for a singer in this vocal range. Robert.
What is bass?
Bass is right.
Opera for 400, please.
Peter Cornelius's opera, The Barber of Baghdad, was based on a tale in this collection. Ken?
What are the Arabian Nights?
Yes.
Opera for 600.
In Sir Arthur Sullivan's Ivanhoe, Ho Jolly Jenkin is an aria for this friar. Ken?
Who is Friar Tuck?
Right.
Opera for 800.
Wagner didn't want Parsifal performed outside of this city that now holds Wagner festivals. Robert.
What is Bayreuth?
Correct.
Opera for 1,000.
His Electra in 1908 may have been electric, but it was his Salome 3 years earlier that was scandalous. Robert.
Who is Oscar Wilde?
No. Ken or Kate? The composer was Richard Strauss. Robert, back to you.
New York City for 200.
Barbra Streisand and Neil Diamond were contemporaries at Erasmus Hall High in this borough. Robert.
What is Brooklyn?
Correct.
400 New York.
Here's Sophia.
Though there was a depression on, Rockefeller Rink opened on this festive day in 1936.
Kate.
What is Christmas Day?
Yes.
Let's do New York City for 600.
Answer. The Daily Double. You have 1,400. Any or all of it?
Well, I've got a tough competitor, so let's bet all of it.
All right. Here's the clue in New York City. The heart of Little Italy is this street, also found in a Dr. Seuss book title.
What is Sullivan Street?
No, it's where a lot of things happened, on Mulberry Street. Mulberry Street. You have no money, but it's still early. Go again.
Let's do New York City for 800.
In honor of New York City's Blaze Battlers, these 4 letters appeared on a lot of caps in 2001. Ken?
What are NYFD?
No. Kate?
What is FDNY?
Fire Department, New York. Yes, that's it. Those are the letters.
New York City for 1,000.
This mental hospital is the primary teaching hospital for NYU's medical school. Ken?
What is Bellevue?
Bellevue, correct.
Tales of Hoffman for 200, please.
In this film, Dustin Hoffman's character, Raymond Babbitt, habitually watches Jeopardy. Ken?
What is Rayman? Definitely. Definitely. Tales of Hoffman for 400.
Frank Wills, the security guard who discovered the Watergate break-in, played himself in this Hoffman film. Ken?
What is All the President's Men?
That's it.
Hoffman, 600.
Posters for this 1982 film featured Hoffman in a red sequined dress? Ken?
What is Tootsie?
Correct.
Hoffman, 800.
Everybody's Talkin' served as the theme to this 1969 film in which Hoffman played street hustler Ratso Rizzo. Ken?
What is Midnight Cowboy?
Right.
Hoffman, 1,000.
In this 1997 film, a Washington spin doctor and a Hollywood producer team up to stage a phony war. Ken?
What is Wag the Dog?
Right.
Proverbial Mess for 200.
Good one deserves another turn. Ken?
What is One Good Turn Deserves Another?
Correct.
400.
Boils never watched a pot. Ken?
What is a watched pot never boiled?
That's it.
Mess for 600.
Dogs lie sleeping. Let. Ken?
What is Let Sleeping Dogs Lie?
That's it.
800.
Once, twice, shy, bitten. Sounds German. Ken?
What is Once Bitten, Twice Shy?
Right. Now the last clue. A color different of a horse. Kate?
What is a horse of a different color?
That's it for $1,000 more. You're at 1,800. Robert with 200, and in third place will go first in Double Jeopardy, but you both have to try and catch Ken, who has 11,200. We're back after this with the second round of play.
The newly designed Nissan Altima. Engaging. A shift in style. From fit to finish. It's forward-thinking. Introducing the beautifully redesigned 2005 Nissan Altima. Now with 1,000 cash back for a limited time. 1,000 cash back. Enlightening. See your Nissan dealer now.
One of the things I learned at Weight Watchers is not to try to make big changes overnight, because they won't stick. I learned how to set goals I could reach, and then push on to another goal. My meeting leader calls it baby steps, but it got me all the way to the Detroit Marathon.
Weight Watchers gives you the coaching and tools to help you reach your goals. And now, with Turnaround, you choose the approach that fits you best. Our flexible points plan or new no counting plan. Call, click, or stop by now while registration's free. Join Weight Watchers and watch yourself change.
When families and teachers work together, our children are the winners.
As both a teacher and a parent, I'm proud of our school.
I'm proud New Jersey is one of the top 2 states for the percentage of students going on to college.
And first in the nation for high scores on advanced placement tests for college credit.
I teach the basics and more. Hard work, respect, and self-discipline.
The members of the New Jersey Education Association.
Making public schools great for every child.
He said he was just an average Joe, but his sense of style? A+. European crystal, Turkish towels. Talk about an international man of mystery.
At Home Goods, the only thing more thrilling than the home fashions are the savings. Up to 60% less every day. And with fresh arrivals daily, there's a new thrill every time you shop. Home Goods, irresistible finds, exceptional prices.
Robert gets to do it first in Double Jeopardy. 2 daily doubles awaiting all of us in these categories. We start off with 19th century America. Next we have 80s songs, flower power, rhyme time, Canadian provincial capitals, and finally, forget about it. Let's cut to the chase. Robert, start us off.
19th century America for 400, please, Alex.
Accepting the GOP nomination for U.S. Senate in 1858, he said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Ken.
Who's Lincoln?
Right.
America for 800.
Completed in June of 1854, the lighthouse on this island in San Francisco Bay was the West Coast's first active one. Ken?
Ooh, what is Alcatraz?
Correct.
America for 1200.
In April of 1824, the United States and this country agreed to 54 degrees 40 minutes north latitude as the southern limit of its West Coast claims. Ken?
What is Great Britain?
No. Robert?
What is Canada?
No. Kate?
What is France?
No, the correct response, what is Russia? Russia. Ken, we come back to you.
America for 1600.
This 19th century glass was named for the Massachusetts village where it was made, not for a club or a Dagwood. Called sandwich glass. Sandwich glass. Ken, back to you.
America for 2000.
On July 4th, 1828, President John Quincy Adams broke ground for this canal, known as the C&O. and that would be the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal. Ken, new category?
Yeah, please. Canada for Canadian provincial capitals for 400.
In the mid-1880s, it was the capital of the Crown Colony of Vancouver Island. Ken.
What is Victoria?
That's it.
Capitals for 800.
It's the only provincial capital that lies on the shore of one of the Great Lakes. Ken.
What is Toronto?
Yes.
Canada for 1200.
Lying about 175 miles north of Calgary, it's known as the Gateway to the North. Ken.
What is Edmonton?
Right.
Canada, 1600.
Answer, one of the two daily doubles.
I'll bet 4,000, Alex.
What? 4,000 even?
Just shaking it up a little.
Okay. I was looking for at least a 400 in there to give you an even total at the end. But here is the clue for you in Canadian provincial capitals. This capital's harbor is spanned by the Angus L. MacDonald and A. Murray McKay suspension bridges. Ken?
What is Halifax?
Well, if you think those two names sound Scottish and Nova Scotia and the capital is Halifax, you'd be right, and you did it, and you're at 17,600.
Actually, I didn't think any of that, but okay.
All right.
Canada for 2,000.
Guesses work also. It's the provincial capital closest to Europe. Ken.
What is St. John's?
St. John's is right. St. John's, Newfoundland.
Let's go to Rhyme Time for 400.
In Through the Looking Glass, he tells Alice there's no chance he'd ever fall off his wall. Ken.
Who is Humpty Dumpty?
Correct.
Rhyme Time, 800.
In Through the Looking Glass, he tells Alice his horse has anklets to guard against shark bites. Ken.
Who's the White Knight?
Yes.
Rhyme Time, 1200.
Here's some advice. Don't wear a St. Patty's Day shirt when working with this rhyming device.
Kate.
What is a green screen?
That's it.
Let's do 80 songs for 400, please.
This duo dedicated a 1984 song to all the girls who shared my life, who now are someone else's wives. Robert?
Who are Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias.
That's it.
80 songs for 800, please.
This 1980 #1 hit was the theme from the movie American Gigolo. And it was called Call Me. Robert, back to you.
80 songs, 1,200, please.
The video for this song, Tony Basil's only hit, featured cheerleaders. Ken.
What is Hey Mickey?
Nope. Kate.
What is Mickey?
Mickey, no hey.
80 songs for 1,600, please.
This Pat Benatar song says, you come on like a flame, then you turn a cold shoulder. Kate.
What is Barracuda?
Nope. What is Fire and Ice? Fire and Ice. Kate, back to you.
Let's finish 80 songs for 2,000.
A Belgian DJ created this studio group that had hits with Pump Up the Jam and Move This. Ken.
Oh. What is CNC Music Factory?
No. What is Technotronic? Big group. Kate, back to you.
Rhyme Time for 1,600.
Answer. Nickname of Irwin Allen, who produced The Towering Inferno and The Poseidon Adventure. Ken.
Who is the Master of Disaster?
That's it.
Rhyme Time, 2,000.
Ronald Reagan often accused pessimistic critics of peddling this rhyming pair. Said there. Kate?
What is Gloom and Doom?
Hey, way to go. $2,000 more for you.
Let's do Flower Power for 400.
By dropping 2 letters in Osiris's name, you get this Greek goddess who shares her name with a flower. Ken?
Who is Iris?
Iris is right.
Let's cut to the... No, let's do Flower Power for 800, please.
I can't recall the last time that I saw one of these hyphenated perennials from the old French, Ne m'oubliez me. Ken?
What's a forget-me-not?
That's it.
Flowers for 1,200.
This computing term for a series of peripherals connected to a computer sounds like a school day flower bracelet. Ken?
What's a daisy chain?
That's it.
Flower Power, 1,600.
Answer. Daily double. Well, you did the right thing in staying in that category. You found the daily double, and you have a big lead, of course.
I'll wager 3,400, Alex.
All right. Here's the clue in Flower Power. This flower that Shakespeare wrote about several times was also the name of a theater he once worked at.
What is a rose?
Rose, yes.
Flower Power for 2,000, please.
Type of wine mentioned in the title of a 1957 Ray Bradbury novel. Ken?
What is dandelion wine?
Good.
Now let's cut to the chase for 400.
Surrealist, Spanish, died in 1989. Hello. Robert.
Who is Dolly?
Yes.
Let's cut to the chase for 800, please.
Finnish composer, Valse Triste, died in 1957. Ken.
Who's Sibelius?
Correct.
1200.
Lion of Judah, Ethiopian, died in 1975. Ken.
Who's Haile Selassie?
Right.
1600.
Two-time Pulitzer winner, Mississippian, died in 1962. Robert.
Who is Faulkner?
Good.
2000.
Monk, ecclesiastical history, born around 673. Ken?
Ooh. Who is the Venerable Bede?
You are right for 2,000 more, taking you to 31,000. We have Kate next at 3,400 and Robert on the board with 1,400. All three of you, of course, alive and well for Final Jeopardy. And here's the category. Aliases. Clue after the break.
A heart attack can strike without warning, and doctors know 81 milligrams of aspirin is not enough to save your life during a heart attack. So you should always have genuine Bayer at hand. It has enough aspirin to help save your life. The more you know, the more you trust Bayer.
In the mood for something grilled? Stouffer's makes it easy with their succulent new grilled chicken entrees. A grilled herb-rubbed chicken breast seared over an open flame to seal in its juices and served with tender linguine and a medley of crisp vegetables tossed in a light tomato herb sauce. As for your grill, put it on ice. Stouffer's new grilled herb chicken, one of 4 new grilled chicken entrees from Stouffer's.
Research shows that kids whose parents regularly talk to them about not smoking are less likely to smoke. The Parent Resource Center at philipmorrisusa.com offers advice from experts on talking to kids about not smoking, including downloadable brochures on starting the conversation and helping kids handle peer pressure. For more information, call us or visit philipmorrisusa.com.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Splenda is sweet, and so are you.
Almost anywhere you use sugar, you can use Splenda, the no-calorie sweetener that's made from sugar, so it tastes like sugar.
This fall, the Jeopardy contestant coordinators will be hitting the road looking for great players all across the country. Upcoming stops include Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Boston, Seattle, and Omaha. To register for these or other contestant searches, go to Jeopardy.com.
Meningitis kills a 13-year-old during the first week of school. Tonight at 11, Eyewitness News gets the latest on a meningitis case putting parents on edge. Plus at 11, do you live in a hot zone of fatigue? Eyewitness News shows you the most sleep-deprived neighborhoods. Join Bill Ritter and Liz Cho tonight at 11, right here on ABC 7.
Next Tuesday, a new season of Jim. And he's got the need to breathe.
Are you serious about having another baby?
Of course I am. But an unexpected event.
I'm not a machine. I can't just perform at the drop of a hat.
Since when?
Could change everything.
I think I've gone too far this time. You think?
It's funnier than you can possibly conceive. According to Jim, premieres next Tuesday at 9/8 Central, only on ABC.
It's time for the Jeep model year-end clearance. Soon, the last of the 2004 vehicles will be gone, but right now, the best selection is waiting for you. Choose between the rock-solid Jeep Wrangler, the ever-capable Jeep Liberty, and the luxurious Jeep Grand Cherokee. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Get the best selection on 04s before September 30th during the Jeep model year-end clearance. Now, qualified owners and lessees can purchase a Jeep Grand Cherokee for $269 a month for 36 months with $999 down during the Jeep model year-end clearance.
You could win a great prize this week, including a trip to Fiji.
So join the Wheel Watchers Club at WheelOfFortune.com.
Watch Wheel of Fortune tonight at 7:30, right here on ABC 7. Closed captioning sponsored in part by...
For beauty that lasts, insist on Stainmaster carpets and rugs.
Aliases, that's the category, and here comes the clue for our 3 contestants. Norma McCorvey recently sought a reversal to her landmark 1973 case in which she had this name. 30 seconds, players. Good luck. Bob Quinn, we start with you. You were in third place, and you wrote down, who is Roe? Jane Roe, even though you misspelled it, is correct, and that adds $13.99 to your total, taking you to $27.99, taking us to Kate Duffy. Jane Roe, yes indeed, and $100 more coming your way, $3,500. Now we come to Ken Jennings. Jane Roe, who is Roe, that's right. You could make it over $1.5 million, and you do with 9,000, 40,000 today, and now your total $1,517,461. I guess the next logical question is he going to make it to $2 million? You'll have to keep watching this. Please do that, won't you? So long, everybody.
Promotional consideration provided by...
Want to know my secret to get my family to eat healthy?
Grandma,
My secret's Eggland's Best Eggs.
they taste great.
And also good for you. Try Eggland's Best.
This morning, my hair was straight. Then Bill called, so I decided to go curly. I used Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo. Thank you, Wash and Curl.
Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo.
There's a reason we call it Mary Maid.
eDiets.com personalizes your Atkins plan starting from $2.99 a week for a limited time only. Log on or call 877-YOUR-DIET. eDiets.com, your diet, your way.
I made you juicy, beefy, tasty. Lee and Paris, the Burger Booster.
Fiber Choice, the chewable fiber supplement with 4 grams of fiber in each dose. That's 4 times the amount you get from fiber caplets. Try sugar-free Fiber Choice with 0 net carbs.
On the next Live with Regis and Kelly, Deborah Messing is here with a look at the new season of Will and Grace. Then don't miss the 3 finalists in the Ugly Couch Contest. Plus, we'll reveal the winner live. Next Live with Regis and Kelly.